Some of the Harry Potter actors broke props. Some of them stole things and sold them for thousands of dollars.
Hey!
And some of them did not behave according to their venerable age. Let's find out who got up to more mischief and fun behind the scenes, kids or adults.
We're so annoying.
Okay, Rupert once brought a game to the set.
Rupert brought to Wales this mini table tennis set.
And of course, neither he nor Daniel cared about rehearsals or filming anymore.
So, you join us.
Watching these two behind the scenes makes us think that filming Harry Potter was never about seriousness. Believe it or not, but Rupert was always about spoiling things and getting others into trouble with him, from laughing constantly during filming to not doing his homework when the directors asked him to.
What an idiot.
Rupert was one of the worst in terms of discipline. Plus, he was also the laziest one in the cast. Did you know that Rupert was the very last person to read the Harry Potter books? Yep. We're not even sure if he actually read them or just lied to avoid being embarrassed by Emma.
I've read each one of them 3 or 4 times each.
I usually read them before we start. I always found I was quite late reading the last one. I did read it. And I really enjoyed it. I did, yeah. I mean, I read it quite...
Oh, sure, you did.
I mean, I read it quite... I left it quite late. I was probably the last one to read it.
In the world, ever. In the universe.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed the last book.
Exactly. Now, if you think Rupert was spoiled because he was just a young actor, think again. Because the adults misbehaved too.
Blah, 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 disloyalty. Oh.
Blah, 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 disloyalty? Wait a second. Was that really the line?
I am a tolerant woman, but the one thing I will not stand for is disloyalty.
Nope, that was the line. But for some reason, both actresses decided to step away from the script a bit and have some fun.
I did that again. Oh, disloyalty.
Yes.
'Cause why not? Perhaps that was the only way for Imelda Staunton to distract from her horribly wicked character. The funny part is how much her friends encouraged her to play Umbridge.
In the book, of course, she's described as very ugly and toad-like. And I love people saying, oh, you'd be great for that part. Thanks very much.
Poor Imelda. But anyway, she did a terrific job bringing Umbridge to the screen, and we're extremely grateful for that. Now, someone who really had some fun on set is Michael Gambon.
Say, look at this.
Let's start the song.
Most of you guys know the story about how he had some fun at Daniel Radcliffe's expense while filming The Prisoner of Azkaban. Wait, you don't? What happened is, well, it's better just to show you.
You know, it's completely our own world, and we like to swim in the deepest waters and fly.
They had put a fart machine into my sleeping bag.
This whole echo.
And Michael Gambon had actually been pressing it during the take, I found out.
I love the expression on Alan Rickman's face here. Something tells me that he was in on the prank too. Well, according to Daniel, Mr. Rickman was the one who actually put that fart machine in his sleeping bag. Genius, right? By the way, do you know that Mr. Rickman was guilty of stealing props and selling them for tens of thousands of dollars?
Don't lie to me.
But it's true. And Mr. Rickman wasn't all alone in his shady business. It turns out that the actress Zoey Wanamaker helped him out. Recently, she confessed on the podcast Tea with Twiggy that they both snagged several Harry Potter letters. Yeah, those letters. There were lots of these little letters that the owl brings to Harry. Rickman and I started to nick some of them. Now, if you thought that nobody needed them, then think again. Because according to Wanamaker, Rickman sold one letter in LA for $25,000.
Lucky man, lucky man.
Speaking of stealing props, the younger actors weren't as successful as some of their elders.
And I just took a chunk of the maze, like of the tree. I just took a chunk of that.
Wow, how impressive, Matthew. In fact, the kids were more into breaking things instead. Yep. Emma wasn't very careful on the set of The Sorcerer's Stone, but luckily her mates were there to cover for her. Oopsie! And the same goes for Daniel. Sometimes he just fooled around too much.
What's that?
They couldn't have been any greener.
nervous.
Well done, mate. Warner Brothers made dozens of those things, so no worries. Daniel also broke a bunch of wands on the set. The funny thing is that he broke so many of them that at some point the production designers decided to make him a rubber wand.
Hey Dan, why does your wand look so different to mine?
I know. You see, the thing is, this is a rubber one, and some of the... Well, you can see it's falling apart. I think the record is with Devon Murray for breaking the most ones throughout the films. I think it's about 10.
10? What a liar. How about 80? Yes, according to IMDb, Daniel broke up to 80 wands on the set. And if you're curious how that's even possible, then here's a video clip for you. Well, it looks like someone needed to keep an eye on the kid before he hurt anyone, or himself. When the adults got tired of their younger co-stars, they couldn't help but use some force. Like here, the director started fighting with one of the twins right in the middle of the set.
The rest of the children couldn't believe what they were seeing. His director is rolling on the floor with so-and-so.
Exactly. Here's how the kid actors reacted. Well, that's the spirit. And check out how David Bradley, aka Filch, didn't let Tom Felton go, even when the camera wasn't rolling.
It looks a bit better. Oh my god.
Did you see that grip? Sheesh. And see how Maggie Smith yelled at Rupert during the rehearsals?
Put your right hand on my waist.
Where?
On my waist!
Whoa, easy. Of course, we're just kidding, guys. And there was no real tension behind the scenes, only love and a supportive atmosphere. We want to end this bloopers video with a man who was never spotted breaking things, stealing props, yelling at kids, or doing anything harmful to anyone. His name is Robbie Coltrane. We know, we didn't see too much of Hagrid as a Hogwarts teacher, but still, we can't just ignore him.
Excuse me.
Because he's just so cute.
Good afternoon, my name's Maureen, and I have a terrible facial hair problem. I've tried absolutely everything. I've tried creams, I've tried jellies, I tried shaving. Every moment I woke up, it's like, my husband is threatening to leave me. If he really loved me, he wouldn't mind a little facial hair, I'm sure, but he's being very, very difficult.
May you all have the same exceptional mood this dude has. Fan of Harry Potter? Then what are you waiting for? Check out these videos too. Thanks for watching us, guys, and stay awesome.